Izumi One. Welcome back to what's this called? Rise of the Golden Idol. Wow. Yes, it is Izumi. And as yeah, I was originally based off anime from Kagepro, but well, I'm sure it's pretty obvious to tell, just from the design, you know. But I figured the final DLC. Well, I think this is the last DLC. There might be one more. I'm not sure. Came out some time ago, and I never got around to streaming it. I played these. I recorded them. I didn't stream them. I wanted to make them videos. I still don't know if I'm gonna actually do that. But whatever. It's easier to just stream them and see what happens. So this symbol is the Enlightenment, I believe. Something about the Age of Enlightenment. I don't remember exactly what it's for, but it's something like that. And then these guys are on a boat. See some pirates? Okay. What could possibly happen? Pay heed to the curse of the last Reaper. A horrifying tale for the ages. Alright, so that's what we just saw. Mesrad Islands. Is this... One of these is going to be the island where the Golden Idol ends up. I don't exactly... Right, because the previous cases have been about, like, the origin of the technology in the idol. Last orders. A deadly end and a murderous beginning. An end and a beginning. It's always a good sign. Well, this is a murdered man. I'm so sorry, son. I'm sorry. You have a key that has a fish and a 2 on it. You have a gun that has just been fired. Have you killed yourself? Seems possible. Oh, if found, please return to Wesley Beckett. Murder's always a nice way to start the day off. Barkeep at the Red Herring Inn, Port Armand. Well, substantial reward. The Red Herring Inn, huh? Sounds like that won't be relevant. 1, Eleanor. 2, 3. Marlo is blind. Quested a heal. It looks like we can go between 2 time periods. Though for now, let's just stay in 1800. But what on earth were you doing traveling with someone so dangerous? If I'd known what was in that crate, I'd have never let you keep it in your room. Corkscrew. Okay, interesting. I guess you're probably like the janitor or a bartender or something. Something not especially important. So we have the events, we have a bunch of words. We'll have more words later. We have these people. This guy... What is this thing on his face? Weird. Something in a crate. So is this one of the rooms? No. This is just the Red Herring Inn. Okay, and you are... Huh, what is the meaning of this strange sketch that the evil beast dropped as it fled into the waves? A bad omen, perhaps? If so, I fear the bosun's prognosis is grim. We have some roots, some red stuff. Dear Mother. Is that your mother? Okay. We went out here and fell into the ocean and drowned, obviously. Okay, so you are probably the proprietor. No, you are the barkeep. So you are Wesley Beckett, probably. And you are probably... Oh, you are the owner of room 2. You are... Oh, and that guy's the healer. So, healer, Jalif, you are Elazar. What are they looking for? If found. What's found? What are they looking for? If found? Oh, it's just... Wait, no. Is it just the logbook? The logbook go missing? Well, it doesn't seem like there's anything else we can glean from here. So let's skip 130 years into the future. And see what else we can figure out. This place looks pretty different. Let's start in the inn. Yes, this is still the Red Herring Inn. On this spot, more than 100 years ago, Bosun Garner was mauled to death. Okay, so this guy is Mr. Garner. Over here... Leg cutters loot with lighthouse. Gangsters use the lighthouse at Port Armando to crash ships so that they could rob them. So it was like a fake lighthouse or something. Interesting. The leg cutters used to use the port to run aground 3 vessels yesterday. Wow. The ships were then plundered by the gang's sole female member known as Light Hands Loretta. So the only woman on board is Loretta. Crime mimicked an infamous heist carried out in 1814. So, what is that? It's 15-ish years? Math. 17 years after this. Leaving the St. Osmond Lighthouse on Skull Island, which had been built just a year earlier. So the lighthouse didn't even exist at this point in time, the earlier point in time. The 5th annual airplane stunt championships took place yesterday. Keith Chalmers, Lois Fairbairn, a whole bunch of people. Eliza Swan did not take part. I'm sure that'll be important later. Ansel is sitting at table 1. Let's pay $3. Is that you? Are you Ansel? I'm enjoying watching him rule over his modern forgery. Wiles and Swan are still here. Was that these two? Yeah, this is probably Miss Swan. But it's fake. Got the real one right here in my pocket. So you are... what was it? Swan Wiles, right? Who was it in the newspaper? Eliza Swan. Yes, so you are... where's Eliza? Did I not get Eliza? Whatever. I know that's her name. Yes, you are Eliza. And you are Mr. Wiles. So yours is real. It's like, no. What proves each map is not the original from 1797? Well, this... For the real map. Okay, so there's a lot of... Oh, some of these are rotating. Well, the lighthouse wasn't built back then. So, well, presumably, one of these, at least one of these, most of these are fake. Mr. Wiles's modern form. So you have a ring, you have a map, with some stuff on it. It's probably also fake. Creatures of the Messiah. Well, there's a bunch of stuff. Library book. You probably are Myrtle. Yeah, you were the last one to borrow this book, so you're probably Myrtle Song. Is there anyone named Wiles in here? No. Eliza Swan did not take place because she was searching for treasure. The goated fool. Goateed fool. Someone with a goatee. Ansel. Right, so I guess someone was sitting at this table. And also had a fake map. Maybe they figured out it was fake? Anyways. Let's see what's going on out here. In the alley. There's some horses. Here's... a man, the battered cod. I guess it changed names. No, this is the place next door. Hey boss, it's Marsh. Your name is Marsh. Let's just put that down right away. I've got a hold of the one and only remaining map from Captain Triumph's final voyage. It's the real deal. It might be. Probably isn't. You've got a weird leg on it. Yes. That's another map? In Eliza's bag? Oh, I guess she left it. Someone who smokes. Who smokes here? You have a different brand of cigarettes, though. Interesting. Our three horses. This one has a weird bandana. This one is wet. Wet butt. Weird. Well, let's work our way over. What's on this poster? Captain Radigan, Alita's pub crawl boat tour for the Messerate Islands. Highlights include the rusty anchor and raised tank. So is this what the maps are supposed to look like? We have... none of these islands look like that. Here we have the boat. Cost me a pretty penny, this map. Yeah. Well, that's way too many light Rat. There is a rat. Hello, I am Rat. You are the person on the boat, so you're probably... Radigan. Yeah, it's pretty close. Radigan Alita. Probably. What's over here? What is this? Mangled man. Well, manhole cover key. You were in the manhole, you have some money. Oh, I've never actually watched The Great Mouse Detective. I know it's a classic, but never watched it. I know it's got gears. Seems unpleasant. Oh, it's a lady. She's got a lot of money in her shoe. She's also got a leg on her. And Note, Miss Bordy. As agreed, here's the 1200 in advance. Once you're done, meet me back at the entry/exit point in the courtyard in front of the museum. As for your instruction, once you have given me what I have paid for, I will ride off into the night, never for you to hear from again. Okay. So she was paid to break into the museum from one of the manholes? Manhole cover, crowbar. There's a manhole down here. What's going on over here? What are you barking at? Have you seen... Oh, heavens. There's some keys. Edward, I'll raise my bid 1200. That's my final. So you might be Edward. We have a skull locket with a note. My noble son, I leave to you this necklace which belonged to my father Abacus. May you hand it down to your own children one day. 1752. So he was alive at the time. So does this guy have the same necklace? Yes. So this is Abacus. Joliffe. And you are Edward Joliffe. Probably. It's like a skull locket necklace. And in the manhole we see a cigarette. Boat brand, which I believe is the same as this, yes. Why is your butt wet though? Did you go through here? Also, that's a lot of something in here. Oh, because you washed all the blood off your horse. That's why the horse is wet. Probably. In the window, we have an empty frame. Old woman. Donated by Abacus Joliffe. Oh, so does that mean on the back of this note? Yeah, the back of this is the map. A bead necklace? Yeah, though I suppose we can't count on it making that much sense. This specimen was discovered on a nearby beach after the tsunami of 1905 washed away one of the Massered Islands. Flintlock pistol, once owned by one of the pirates from Captain Triton's infamous crew who went missing along with his ship the last rebirth, including a Marian vessel. Right, so the pirates, the guys we saw in the intro with this polka dot shirts, those are the Marines. They had like super advanced technology. And they were keeping it away from the rest of the world. And this might be where they originally found it. How did you get so mangled? It's very frightening. So yes, you went into the manhole, you dropped your cigarettes, you came up here, you broke into the museum, and then came up out of here, and you left this manhole open. For some reason. Joliffe. Yes, you are the museum proprietor. You have the keys. What is the name? Joliffe, I guess. Joliffe. Who are we missing? This guy. This guy. This guy. So, where else do we find some names? Chalmers, Fire, Greg's, those aren't important. because we didn't get them from here. Bosun Garner, yeah, we got that. A goatee to... We did have some names in Julius, Sepulveda, Roger, Tallow, Are any of these important? Chameleon, elephants, pufferfish, squirrel. What's maps? Oh, Jasper. Jasper was. Is that a goatee? I don't think it is. Ansel M. Ansel Marsh. So... I guess it may as well be. It's close enough. Yep, we're at again. Alita. 1892. So it's not that long ago. A nearby beach. Is there anything else that identifies you? Borderly. In the courtyard in front of the museum. Never for you to hear from me again, but it seems like you killed her instead. I wonder why. And you didn't take the money, but I guess you thought the treasure was worth more? Right, so these were all sent by the same person. He was trying to buy it, and then he just paid her to steal it, and then I guess he killed her. Yeah, you probably have the actual real one, but I'm not sure. We've got the tankard, the anchor, the cod, clover. No, this one looks too amusing. How do we have so many names? And I don't even remember where any of them came from. It's weird that your horse is all the way over here. Yeah, this is Mrs. Swan's. Actually, we did get a few names from old this. So we got Eleanor, we got Marlo, Rosalie Beckett. Know that. Hello, hi Rye. Just solving some mysteries on Christmas Eve. Got nothing better to do. Cat and Triton. That was a long time ago. And this is the treasure map, or it was. Oh, I wonder if he was selling forgeries of his name. That's the only way that makes sense for there to be so many copies of it. It's going alright. There's been a bad murder. But I'm not sure what our first name is. Miss Border. You've given me what I paid for. I'll ride off in the night, never for you to hear from me again. Maybe she got trampled. It seems this much. No, wait, because so this is his horse. It might be her horse that he stole. Weasel. Yes, Weasel. Wow, I have, is this? Is everyone, is all 4 of them here? 5, wow, 5 viewers, insane. There's another manhole here, but I don't think that one was used. So yes, this horse was washed. All the blood was washed off of it. You did have a thing. Maybe they're like siblings? No. Then what is this? Ansel Marsh, right? Know that you are bored. Well, what does the foot signify? Could be anything. I'm sure there's something that's told us. Can't quite recall. Right, it snuck up through the fence. Grab the thing, came up out of this map. Typesetting, white paper. So these. What other clue to our first name could there even be? No reason to believe she was ever over here. It's modern. Ah, chameleon. Puffer, elephant, squirrel. There's a lot of different creatures here. Loretta. Is that who this is? I believe that. Oh wait, duh. Leg cutters. That's why they have a cut leg on. So you're Loretta. Yeah. I should have. This was like one of the first things I looked at. I was like, I need to remember this, and then I forgot instantly. 1799, a beast. Killed. What is it? Boast. Those are. No, not. Yes, you. Afterwards, Abacus. Found a map picture. 1927. No. Someone hired Loretta to steal the map from Edwards Museum. Turn probably shot the beast. However, someone tried to something. Loretta was killed. Probably Marsh. And so Marsh killed her with a voice. Probably true. Probably. Now, where did his map come from? I guess I should probably try and figure out which one is the because there was one theft tonight, but there are 5 maps. How did that happen? I guess I should have a closer look at the maps. Compare them probably against, first things first, this. Not that, this. Because I can see some of it here, but not very much. The problem is that I don't know if I don't actually know where it is to begin with. And a lot I can glean from these scribbles here. Maybe I need to take a closer look at when things were established. So, the Battered Cod was established far later than the map. I think I know that the lighthouse at Port Armand, Skull Island. So the lighthouse on Skull Island was built after I'm not sure what all this stuff is. Whose map is that? This is your map. What is all this stuff? Chili peppers, coffee beans, a cauldron? I feel like I've seen this icon before somewhere. A rusty anchor and a raised tank. We have an anchor and a tank. This one's obviously fake because the lighthouse is there. So one of the islands was washed away in 1905. So the real map should have an extra island on it. I think it's going to be this one too. Just north of Skull Island. So up here, along here we have the coastline. Coastline. Maybe it's this one? This little island here? The Skull Island has to still be there because the lighthouse is built there. Maybe this island is missing? So this one is this one, but upside down. So that little island would be up here, here. That's where Turtle Island. Yeah, Skull Island should be right here. Yeah, right in between these two. So Ghost Island and Skull Island just make sense. Between these two. They both have this turtle island. So this one has this stuff cut off. It only really shows this area. Messerate Islands. Do I know where those are? The Messerate Islands. Rusty Anchor and the Race Tanker. I guess the cod. So this is definitely one of his maps. Just don't know what this is supposed to be. Is it just his face? I mean, it is his face. This map could be real. This map, this one's definitely fake. This, you don't have one. You don't have one. We've got 1, 2, 3 and here, and then 2. Yours could be real. Yours isn't here. Yours could also be real. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 islands. 1, 2, 3. This Skull Island couldn't have been washed away, right? Because they talk about it. Like, all of the other maps have Skull Island on them. Could Skull Island have been the one that was washed away? That doesn't make any sense. That would be way too obvious if it was just the one without Skull Island. No, Skull Island was washed away afterwards. Yeah, the lighthouse was built a long time ago, but it was still built after 1797, so it shouldn't be in any or it shouldn't be a map from that time. The lighthouse shouldn't be there, but the map or the island should, because it was washed away afterwards. So, I mean, right? The lighthouse could. Yeah. The lighthouse, I think the lighthouse had to have been washed away. But because the island that was washed away is not there, it means that it's a modern map. And because the island existed when the map was made, it means that this one was made after it was washed away. Probably. I'm not sure what between these two could prove that it wasn't made back then. Maybe there's something in this book that I missed? Discovered. Oh, the puffer was discovered in 1823. It can be identified by the blue double cross symbol on its back. Okay. So this puffer fish should not be on the map. There we go. So who has this map? Who has the real map? This one is owned by... not you. You have the real map. Why do you have the real map? So somehow, Jasper, you ended up with the real map. How? Why are there so many? I guess... yeah, so after Mr. Marsh... no. That doesn't make any sense. We're both part of the same land. Somebody else must have interfered. Because they're both part of the leg cutters. So... oh. Let's look at these beasts and see if we can figure out which one it is. So it could have been a chameleon. Doesn't make much sense. Example, squirrel. Inspiring with animals of other species. What did you say? Traveling with something so dangerous. If I know what was in the crate, I would have let you keep them in your room. So you have a son. But I don't think... it's probably going to be one of the other crews. Probably going to go to the boat at some point and see what happened there. He's going over that. Evil beast. Is it just a pirate? Poisoned, maybe? So you're Elazar. Oh, the ledger. Beast? Maybe a pirate. I feel like it's probably a pirate. So once she found the map, she tried to run away. Probably. I would think it would make sense. But do we know that's Ansel's horse? Probably stabbed or mauled. Probably mauled. If it was some sort of beast. Yeah, you look like you could have been mauled. And then you shot the beast, and the beast went back into the and dropped this mysterious map. This beast in quotes. The question is, whose horse is this? You know that whoever's horse that is knows about the plan. Because the thing is next to that. It's not yours. It could be hers, maybe. You already have a ring. Is that a gold? The main question I'm having is who stole the map and then had time to produce so many forgeries? But either way, all of these people were here, presumably, to receive the map. Maybe they were all working together. Why is she here? How are you involved in this at all? Could have masterminded this. Whose horse is this one with the scarf? Yeah, the music is definitely. I don't know if this is music I would listen to casually, but it's definitely. It sets the atmosphere for sure. I feel like it could have just been Eliza. She like heard about the map in the museum, and then with the red ink. Do we see anything else that looks like that? It's got a ruby ring. Because whoever was trying to buy the map, 1,200. Because yeah, whoever hired this person had a lot of money, has, was able to make this map of the thing. I feel like there isn't really anyone, it's pointing at anyone in particular, but Eliza Swan does seem rather famous, so she can have money, and for some reason she deliberately did not take part in the flying contest. So whatever it was that she was doing had to be important, so I feel like it could be her. Eliza Swan. No, it's not. Nope. So at least 3 of these are wrong. What did he say about the map? He says, evil beast dropped as it fled into the waves. So he was here to cure the bosun, but the bosun is dead. Traveling with something so dangerous. Yeah. This note. So someone was trying to buy the map from Edward, who owns the proprietor of the museum. He doesn't seem like he was having it, so he hired her with the same amount of money, 1,200. what does this say about Lola? Ships were plundered by the gang sold. Female member. Not only has light hands Loretta. Yeah. Eliza does have a horse. But there's 2 other horses. This is her map, so... But the person in the cigarettes over here suggests that this person was over here. I don't know who this could be. It's not Eliza. Eliza? Yeah. But it doesn't mean it's not someone else. Because there's 4 people here. Or there were 4 guests, 4 customers here. There was Ansem, these 2, Eliza and Jasper, and then her. I don't know how she's involved in any of this. One of the horses does have this nice scarf. I don't know how important that would be. Maybe she was tampering with it? Yeah. Well, we know that Eliza didn't. Murder. Does have this knife. I don't know if that's a lot of red. Maybe was Myrtle. She does have a. Yeah, it only eliminates Eliza. She has her own sickness. So this guy did end up with the real one. The question I'm still wondering is, like, how are there so many maps? This is trampled. It's possible. But, like, the map shouldn't have been visible before it was stolen, because this was the other side of the picture. It was the, you know, the dear mother side. So, until the map was stolen, nobody should have known what the back side of it looked like. Which I guess is why all of the forgeries are wrong. But how did they even know this was a map at all? Is what I'm wondering. And like, how are there so many of them in such a short distance? So, also of note, the entry and exit point was supposed to be the same place. I'm not quite sure why this blue line has been added. Maybe she added that herself, or maybe there was someone else who was trying to intervene. But either way, whoever was waiting for her in the courtyard here was the person with the cigarettes. But after she broke in, she went out this way. So then whoever was waiting here, saw that she was trying to escape and killed her. Doesn't look much like she was trampled by a... Well, I guess if we put all this stuff together, we know the horse had to have done it. Because of the water. Yeah, so whoever owns this horse... Ugh. It's not Eliza's. It's probably not Ansel's either. Well, I guess it could still be. So the theory for the horse is that it was the horse that was used to trample her. Over here, you can see this bloody trough with the water, the bloody towel next to it. I think all of the blood was washed off of the horse, and that's why it's all. So yes, the horse was used to trample what's her face, Loretta. And yeah. And then whoever's it was washed it off after. Nope. No cigarettes in here. Well, except for her, but those are different brands. Worth noting, though, she doesn't have any matches, which is a little strange. So maybe they were riding together? Maybe that's his horse? Maybe. It's worth just shoving it out. Wait, no. You hired him. But you were the one who killed him. Oh! Well, it went up. So yes, you were the one... who killed Loretta with the horse. So yeah, they were working together. That's why he has matches, she doesn't. Well, presumably because Loretta was trying to, go back on the plane. So... I guess it's possible that all of them were working together to make this happen. Maybe Myrtle was like pulling the strings. Maybe. Well, I guess it could just be Jasper. Jasper did both. Oh, okay, there we go. I'm not sure there's a whole lot pointing to him, other than the cigarettes thing, I guess. Why is it him specifically? Maybe it's because he knows the most about the map? I don't know. It feels like everyone else was just red herrings. And nothing else was really important. Anyway, Loretta was supposed to exit the sewers via the manhole cover outside the front of the museum, and since she left the one behind the museum in an attempt to escape with the money. But Jasper spotted her, chased her on horseback, and trampled her to death. As a word, he washed the blood from his horse's legs and troughed me out. Yes, I knew that. I just didn't know it had to be him specifically. Like, it could have been any of them, except for Eliza. I'm just not sure how you're supposed to figure out it's specifically him who orchestrated everything. Yeah, the real map was in the museum, obviously. I guess, right, because he ended up with the real one. That's why... That's how you're supposed to know that. All the other ones are fake. Jasper, Eliza, allow me to introduce you to the rest of the team. You already know Miss Song, our scientific advisor. That's her, Myrtle Song. What branch of science do you specialize in? Animal physiology. Makes sense. Tally-ho, that's Ivan Kearns. Kearns. Our driver and explorer extraordinaire. I'm sure you've heard of him. Tally-ho. So he's Ivan. You're Myrtle. You're Eliza and Jasper. Don't know who this guy is. Last but not least, our trusty captain. That's Radigan. Yes. Ugh. Yeah, Jasper was the one with the real map. I was getting all caught up and like, where did all these other fake maps come from? When I should have just been like, oh, he has the real one because the heist was success. I was getting all caught up in that. Esteemed gentlemen, on the 27th of February, a Lemurian vessel was unlawfully attacked and her cargo pillaged. This incident has enraged the Lemurians even more than such acts typically warrant. Accordingly, I hereby issue the following strict orders. All vessels entering our harbors encountered upon the high seas by our naval forces shall be thoroughly searched for Lemurian relics. Any such articles discovered are seized forthwith. So this is how the Golden Idol ended up. No, it was still in Lemuria the whole time. And any persons in possession of said articles are to be apprehended and following a proper and lawful tribunal, hanged for piracy as befits that crime. Swear shall be earned praise for your 20 years, 40 years. Sincerely yours, Nicholas Mage, President of the Noble Seven Seas Company. This 27th February. So this is, I believe, the 1814 heist. So this is definitely the island. I think it is. I mean, it's the only thing that we can really... I think the assumption here is that he didn't know that it was a map. Yeah, you can see it on the back of it, but it doesn't seem like he realized it was a map. He was like, what is this weird picture? And then he donated it to the museum, like, at the same time. I don't know. It's... maybe he knew that it was a map, but he just didn't... he wanted it to stay in the museum so that his family wanted to keep it. Yeah, that's also possible. Maybe no one ever just turned it around. Anyways, next case. Broadside Betrayal. mutiny aboard the last Reaper. Uh-oh. I'm sure having all of those Lemurian relics can't have caused any strife or... Oh. Well... I suppose this was inevitable. Quite. So we've got 4 people up here. We've got some people... What is this? 12, so a dozen crewmates. This really is over. There's something out there. Okay, you are dead. 62 spots. Oh boy, this is a big one. We have a cutlass. Oh, no. Cutlass inspection. Swiftly, still using cutlass, maybe cheap. Swift. I guess your name is... No, you are... like... person... inspecting cutlasses. You have a dagger. You're bleeding out. Yes. Taylor's sliced. So all hands aboard the last Reaper. This is the untimely passing of Captain Triton. Ah, Captain. The fate of this ship now lies in the hands of her crew. As per the Kyric Code, the new leadership will be decided by vote. On deck at high noon, that's 1 vote. The Powder Monkey does not vote. And each of the captains. A bullet here. Someone was a Powder Monkey. So there's 12 crew members. And 3 of them did not vote, so that's the 9 we have. One of them is Alice. One of the candidates is Alistair, and the other is William. Who are you? A cutlass and an axe. You are very frothy, prepare to lose your life just as you and your followers lost the boat. This could be Alice. We're wanted in the captain's quarters. Pistol and dagger. Ooh. You ain't going nowhere unless you go through me first. There's a ladder, there's cannonballs. This guy has a cleaver. I ain't cut up for this. I chop meat, not men. I just want to lie down here alone. So you're probably a butcher. I really need to find a cleaver. Last dramatic. What does the captain have on him? He's got a gun, a clock, a watch, and a cutlass. We've a mutiny on our end, so this is probably Alistair. We've got a bunch of weapons. Okay, cool. You also have some weapons. You filthy rat! C2 Garner's nose. Probably a good dog. I hope we're good. Dagger, Kree, cutlass. You got a gold tooth. Someone had a bum leg, someone had a weird nose. What about these? Wait, did that guy have 2? No, just 1. Okay, you are comatose. Okay, you have a harpoon. Sorry, lad. Oh, you're the bosun. There's only room for me and my boy. It's every man for himself now. So this is how the map, you know, got taken away. So these two escaped from the boat. Have you lost your wits? We're on the same bloody side. You got some crosses on your back. Oh. Right. I was thinking that there was a lot of things to look at, but not a lot of information. So, let's head 130 years into the future. Ah! The wreck. The wreck of the last Reaper. Now it's opened in. Aha! This is what I want to see. Look here, I found this ship's log, and it contains the name of that bosun we saw. This should have, yes, that has everything on it. There it is. There's the crew manifest. Quartermaster, you are dead. Jacques Triton, you are dead. Bosun, Elazar Gardner. Yes, that's who. That is you. Stephen Garner. That's his son. He is the powder. Maurice is the cook. You are this sad man. Master at Arms, responsible for weapons. You are this dead guy. Yeah, Alistair and William are the first and second mates. Triton is Ada Baker. What is it? Surgeon. Do we not get that? We must get it from somewhere else then. Ugh. In here, the captain shot. This guy was stabbed in the eyeball. You were axed. You were ringed. That's a gun. Skeletons. Ah, this is the Obra Dinn part. Yes. I'll worry about this. Rusty cutlass. What do you have to say? You got the ring. You still have your book. You are Ivan? All the other geezer to forget whatever junk he saw that drew him down. You have a note. We're Ivan. We're out against the captain. Myrtle is our animal specialist. Jasper and Eliza. Antoine. Is that? I don't think we know who that is. Sponsor. You have a cigar case. You have another ring. So you're married to, well, part of the same thing as, maybe you're, no, you're Ivan. Because they both have these rings. Master's toppled. Ah. the harpoon guy. Just chilling out there. We're grading. Let's look down here. Are you alright down there? Oh. Well, he's gone. A shiny gem. A net. A pipe. Whose pipe is it? Oh, you must have like hit something. He was climbing down. He hit like his head on the cannonball. Got tangled up in the net and fell down. Fell off the boat. Good, all these skeletons are still here. You have the Krikri and a cutlass, and you were cleaved presumably by the cook. So that should be everything. Let's do the rolls first. Servener, none of those. Seaman. We should still have a surgeon, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We don't have a surgeon. It wasn't given to us, so I guess not. So, who are you? Oh, you must be the first one. Because you won the vote. Who else has a gun out? You. Maybe that's the second mate? You and your father. So this must be the second. Maybe? What is he responding to? He says, then prepare to lose your life. Why is he saying that? One's up at the house. Right, you were shot in the back. Got a bad nose. You couldn't find gold and the gun is jobber. So this guy down here is probably the gunner. He's down here with the the cannon almost. Makes sense. Yeah. So what do we have? We've got the bosun, we've got the powder monkey, we've got the cook, the master at arms, we've got the gun. And I think you're the first one, but I'm not actually sure. So yes, these two voting for the same person. These two, you're gonna go through me first and prepare to lose your life. Okay, so these two guys are on the same side. These two guys are on the same side. These two guys are on the same side. Against him. These two guys voted for the cat. Or voted for the first mate? But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 2 in there. But who's the second mate? This is you and your followers. This guy is probably the second mate. Maybe. Swift. Swift has a cheap cutlass. Yeah, this one's pretty dented up. This one looks alright. This one seems fine. This one looks alright. One's out here. This one seems a bit more. Fine too. Yours a little dented as well. So they're probably Wayne Nunda. So Nunda, William Nunda. That's the other guy. So that's probably the second. So it's him and his followers who lost the vote. So who? Swift. What role was Swift? Swift is... Maria Swift is sailmaker. She has one made out of cheap. I guess that must be whoever this is, that's all rusty. Because I think the other... You can't really see any other compasses. This one isn't quite as rusty. These daggers, even though they're 200 years old, are not especially rusty. But this one is very rusty. So... have some kind of rocket? Yes, Swift. Cheap over. Is that hers, maybe? Like we would still see the bandana. And there's only 10 Right, there's 10 sets of bones because everyone except the 2 who escaped, being Bosun and his son, died. No, yeah, it is literally Oberdin. Let's see, what were the other names of the people who had scratched up cutlasses? Lane, Nunda, and Valeria. Lane, Nunda, Valeria. So those are the Navigator, the second mate, and the gunner. Okay. And the people who had them, you didn't have any. Yes, you have one, so you're probably Valerio. You have one, so you're Nunda. No, you're Nunda. This guy's Valerio, the gunner. And who has the last one? Cutlass? This guy? You must be Lane, the navigator. There are 4 left. Sailmaker. So we have this guy and this guy. And we have these 2. She's probably gonna be Maria Swift. I don't remember what her job was. She was sailmaker. Chain repair sails makes sense. Carpenter, I guess you could have the axe. The helmsman and the rigger. So it's Pollock. You're probably the guy on the rigging. Let's have. What did this guy say? Garner's nose. Garner's the bosun. Garner's nose. That makes sense. He was the guy who had the thing on his face. And Hornsley. What was Horn? Horn is the helmsman. Oh, that must be the guy with the pick on. So you're Horn, you are the helmsman. Use you as the carpenter. A UP! All correct. You are the gunner. Right, so I guess we just take these. You are the gunner. You were killed by the cook. With a cleaver. You are the navigator. You were killed by the bosun. Ooh, your skull was split open. You were killed with dagger. You were killed with pistol. Alright, I guess this guy's got his head split open with the axe. What was that? That was the second. You, the second mate. This guy. Yes, we're killed by the guy with the axe, who was the helmsman with the axe. Wait a minute. I don't know who this is. Or this. This guy was killed with a dagger. Which one is this? You were killed with a dagger. You were killed with an axe. Which one is this? This guy. He was axed. You've got some weird teeth. What's going on here? Huh. Actually, you have you've got some very pointy teeth. You were the first mate. Oops. You were killed by the sailmaker. Shot in the face. What is this? Is this just a cutlass? Broken cutlass? This guy... cutlass... What am I missing? This guy was the one who was shot in the back. You were the guy who was already dead and you were shot by this guy. And the last one, it must be this guy. I'm not sure who this is. Let's have a look back here. I guess you do have some pretty pointy teeth. Not you, not you. It could be... Why is your mouth so frothy? I guess it could have been you. Oh, you have the locket. So you're the cook. That is him, right? Yeah, he's the guy with the locket. I don't know who you were killed by, though. Who has this ring? Where did this ring come from? Actually, there's two rings. It's a gold ring and a silver ring. Oh, no, this is his earring. Right. So this guy... This is carpenter. Who's wearing? You're wearing a ring. So the guy, that guy, I think. Yes, this guy. Here, you are the rigger. So we're missing the helmsman who had the axe. For victims, we're missing the sailmaker and the helmsman. Yes. So you are probably... Yeah, you've got the peg leg, so you are the helmsman, which leaves this to be the sailmaker. You were... Wait, no, it's the other way around. You are the sailmaker, and you're the helmsman. And you were stabbed with a dagger by someone. You've got an axe in your head, presumably by the helmsman. The cook could have been shot, I guess. I don't know. Because the Kukri is still down here. You never managed to escape from here. Surprised this ladder is even intact at all. Okay, so now I guess we just have to look at alignments and weapons. So, you have a dagger. You also... You're not using it. You do have a dagger, you also have a dagger. So, who was killed by a dagger? The helmsman was killed by a dagger and was on the opposite side from her. So they probably killed each other. The carpenter, this guy, was on the opposite side from this guy who has the dagger. So you probably killed him. And then you do also have a cutlass, and your cutlass is broken here. So you are also the carpenter. But I don't know why the cook could have died. Because the cook was down here, just kind of hiding. Maybe he did get stabbed by that guy, because he's got... No, he was sliced in the head. His arm is missing. He's got his arm chopped off. Right, I guess... His right arm? But he's left-handed. Yeah, so he got his right arm chopped off, presumably by this guy. And then he got stabbed, managed to climb up to the deck, but died anyways. Probably the Kukri. Can't exactly confirm this. It wasn't the dagger that chopped his arm off. And the cutlass is still on his back, so... And you were killed by the gunner. That's so sure. Well, it figures that it would be one that slips through the cracks somehow or another. You were killed with a harpoon by the bosun. You're also wielding it in your left hand. Why is your mouth so foamy? Is that significant? No. These three guys, I think they were on the same side. But the direction of the bullet... But he's not holding his pistol. His pistol is holstered. So, what probably happened was... Pistol. And hammered it down. So they're all the same. The guns are all the same. I need to figure out who's on what. Who voted for who. So this guy and these two voted for the second. Well, this is the second. He voted for These two guys voted for the second. These two guys voted for the first. This guy, we don't know. This guy voted for the second mate. You voted for the first mate. So we've got 3 for the first mate. 3 for the second mate. So you two. No, but not the son. These two, you voted for the same person. So they had to vote for the first mate. You also voted for the second. I think. Because yes, we've got 1 or twice the sailors you'll ever be. We have 2 and 3. And then he has to be the 4th. Which means that 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 voted for the first one. Which means this guy had to have been shot by the enemy other person out here with a gun. Hey Harpoon, I'm mad. So yes, you had to have been shot by the enemy. Did they kill each other? Does that make sense? The rigger and the carpenter killed each other? You're not the carpenter, you're the sailmaker. There we go. Got it. Whew. Whew. Sailmaker has 1, 2, 3 kills. Wow. He's on a rampage. In 1797, the Last Reaper's first mate was elected new ship's captain, voted in by the helmsman, the rigger, cook, the bosun, and the navigator. The second mate lost with votes from the master at arms, the carpenter, the sailmaker, and the gunner. The night, the second mate and his supporters attacked the first mate's faction, resulting in numerous deaths on both sides. The fight raged. The bosun and the powder monkey escaped with the map. There we go. In 1927, Antoine went below deck, having spotted a shiny gem through a grating, but someone toppled a ladder. Toppled a ladder. So Antoine fell and hit a cannonball before being pulled into the maybe toppled. How did you fall down here? Oh, is this your pipe? No, wait, this is the captain's pipe. That's, this is Radigan. Why did the ladder fall down? What's going on there, Ivan? So this guy's Ivan. You must be Alistair. Ship's falling apart. Tullius, the home geezer. Yeah, you have to be right. Oh, you have AS. You're Alistair. This guy's Ivan. You're Myrtle Song. Eliza and Jasper are here. So why did the ladder fall over? Is it something to do with the net? From the sea. No? Pulled into the sea. Pulled into the sea. There we go. Hooray! So someone from the ocean yanked the net. Yeah, it was a tramp. Several hours after losing the vote, William Nunda's supporters launched a coordinated attack on Alistair Sim's faction. On the deck, Nunda and the Master-at-Arms ambushed the helmsman, thinking they had him outnumbered. However, they didn't realize the rigger was right above them, making it a fair fight with it, which they lost. Eventually, everyone killed one another, apart from the bosun and his son, who escaped with the map. More than a century later, the expedition team found the shipwreck. Radigan Alida was lured into a trap and dragged into the sea. Why is there someone still out here guarding this shipwreck? What a mystery. My dearest Walter Keene, is with the deepest gratitude that I put pen to paper, for it was by your noble hand that I was delivered from a certain doom during the region of the Order Party. The time has come to repay my debt in kind, as it is the custom of Lemuria, a life for a life. I understand that unfortunate events have rendered you a shadow of the man you once were. Bowed and weary by the weight of cruel fate. Yet take heart, for there exists a remedy. On the 27th day of February, a Lemurian sentinel vessel shall depart from the Azure Heaven, and make its course to the volcanic isle of Craven Rock. The board shall be born among their sacred relics, destined for the annual ritual of restraint. Ritual of restraint, yes, that is the thing where they don't use all their technology or something. Among these artifacts is one of singular power known as the Wish Balloon. You shall know it by its unmistakable fragrance, both sweet and strong. Should you come into possession of this gift, you will become a new man. On my solemn oath as a son of Lemuria, I affirm that all men are true. Unwavering loyalty, Ergen Patu. 27th of February. And this was also the 27th. So on the mainland, and then off the coast, we have a case in the middle. Sickness and health, the law of the jungle takes its toll. Let's see here. So we've got. Oh, this is a far cry from the original. Well, it's still 1797. So presumably these people are gonna come back in 30 years or so. Something. You don't look so hot. You are very. This man is not breathing. Deaths. Some guys are blue and some guys are red. Okay, so this must be some of the pirates before. Oh, this is probably the captain's death. And the other crewmates. I guess it's just this one scene. Huh? So my punishment is the only reason I'm alive. Clock? I swear I didn't know. You won't shoot a sick woman, would you? Will you? You are green. You are also green. You have some markings on your hand. Nope, you don't. I guess we'll get the tents for everything else. Well, again in the future. Tents! Oh boy. So everyone in the watch duty. Jacques Triton, the captain. Cyril Ignat, Tom Adkins, Stephen Garner. Ada Baker exempt due to illness. So you must be Ada. So these are all the people who died before the vote. Captain's journal. So this is probably the captain's tent. Whoops. I guess I don't have a face for the captain. I don't know what he looks like. But this is his tent. This one. Wizard's hat. Okay, this tent. Oh, mighty Dagon, I saw the dreaded spitflies again. Avert marks of the deadly disease from my body. Take others of its grapes here and preventative cure for the homicide. These marks are the same as the marks on this hand. So this is probably hairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of you guys is the captain. Not you. A bag. It is a sorrowful thing what befell Walter Keane. I liked him, he never hit me, not even once. Drowsiness doth overtake me, which proclaims herself strange things. Okay. There's some interesting shoes. You are not wearing these shoes. And this must be the surgeon's tent. You're probably the guy without shoes. Is this guy the captain? Yeah, he's got a fancy coat, so he's probably the captain. Walter Keane. So this guy's probably Walter. That seems right. Reports slight fever. Did what was supposed to be done. He has read. Penalty of death by withholding. you are having fun. Okay, let's see what happens. Future. And they all have their tents too. You are dead. You ate a mushroom. Yeah, so this is Alistair. He is dead. Expedition contract, yep. He's like, well, Radigan's gone. I'm gonna get more of my share. And he's like, no. Well, now you're dead. Yellow and, Wizard's hat. So you probably ate Wizard's hat. Yes, you ate Wizard's hat instead of yellow because you are stupid. Here is not to be confused with Wizard's hat. Yeah, that would never happen. We can still save him. No, I think it's too late. First, okay, I'll leave that later. Deal with the tents first. Got some flowers and some skulls, the cigarettes. This is probably Myrtle's tent. This one. No, not that one. This one. If I had to guess. What is this? Physiology? Something about plants? You two. Yes, it seems someone is living here, but don't you see, Eliza? They are not attacking us. They are trying to scare us away. That means they themselves are afraid. So we needn't be. We must push on. Oh, yeah. Well, your friends die around you. Still, Jasper, Mr. Monocle is afraid. And he wants to return home. We can't refuse because he owns the ship. Surely you can tell that as well as everyone else. Monocle. Does this guy have a monocle? Yes. He had a monocle, but now he's dead. Black Raven whiskey. Oh, so is he drinking, smoking, and eating mushrooms? A good combination. This tent has mustache wax, a radio, a razor, first aid kit. It's probably him, right? This one has cigars. This is Alistair's. Yeah, it's not a great idea. This has a makeup kit and airplanes. This is Eliza. I forgot you like that. And this one has the map. This is Jasper. What is this? Gold? Right, and the cigarettes. There we go. Okay, now for the first aid kit. Tongue, blue tongue, suffocation. So you suffocated and you had high oxygen. Some chemicals can also induce it. What kind of chemicals? Chemicals! Frigates. Cools body. Nope. If overdose, stops heart. Heart stimulant. Firaxin. Pink paste. Industrial processing. Blocks organs retrieve oxygen from the blood, causing suffocation. So this could be it. Could have been what happened. Dark blue. If overdosed. Airway inflammation. gonna be probably the Phyraxin. And there's some weird pink stuff in this tent, which I'm not sure what it could be. More drugs! Neurozinth. Hallucinogen. Leads to extreme nausea or non-fatal. Pesticide on his body. Bug. The schooly toes. Red pockmarks, very high. Huh. Don Hernan. So you had high body temperature or oxygen oversaturation. Right, because you had Phyraxin. Yeah, so you suffocated even though your body had so much blood. So that's Phyraxin. These guys turned blue. Let's see if we can't figure anything else about it. Blue. They are blue. They're very blue. What else can we even glean from that? You can't see any of their tongues. So low body temperatures. So they could have low. They definitely have low oxygen. What can we cause? Scarlet fever, red pockmarks, high temperature, but they're blue, so they have low temperature. Dilated pupils, mixed up or heightened sensory inputs. Yeah, that's why they're recovering their stuff. So they had a nerve agent of some kind. Their heads all seemed fine, so get the nerve agents. So they had dilated eyes. This one's non-fatal. These three are fatal. Overheats body. It must be the Primadil salt. Nerve agent presence, cool body. Same as Primadil salt. No? Paralyzes lungs. They're blue because they have low body oxygen. There we go. Okay. Yes. Hence, no evil. Okay, in 1797, Ada Baker contracted Scarlet Fever. Prevent themselves from getting ill. Oh yeah, did she have... Yeah, she probably gave them all the weird salt stuff. Wait, what's light fever? Yellowing eyes. Does she have yellow eyes? No. So, is it the red pockmarks? I guess it could be like a very early onset. Let's see. The other three, not including the kid. Who's the kid? Walter. Spitflies. That's Tom. This is the captain, Mr. Triton. So these 6 are in the future. These 5 are in the past. Tom, Ada, and Jacques, the captains. Stefan or Cyril. Yeah, Walter's the roommate, the tent bunkmate. Tom is in this tent. Ah! 1 hour for Jacques, 1 hour for Cyril, 2 hours for Tom, 4 hours for Stefan. Couldn't keep his eyes open for 4 hours, so Stefan died. So Cyril is the only survivor. Stefan, Jacques, and Tom consumed the salt. Provided the remaining crew member, Cyril, was refused the salt, having... Oh, okay, so death by withholding something. Right, so these are backwards. Stefan, you fell asleep. Punishment is the only reason you're alive, yes. Was refused it for having slept on watch duty. Stefan, yeah, I've watched for 4 hours. Instead, they all died. However, the salt was poisonous, so Cyril, Jacques, and Tom all died. 1927, somebody wanted the expedition terminated after someone poisoned Oh, I haven't actually found everything. What is it? Oh, I'll probably unlock something else after all this is done. Oh, this. Go home. The man is not moving. Right, this is... what's his face? Captain. After the body, yes, body of Radigan was discovered. Somebody wanted to leave. I forget who. Probably him. What is this plant? So this is his. That's Jasper's tent. That's, yeah, this is the killer's tent. Ugh. That's her tent. Where did we see something about? Mr. Monaco wants to return home. So Alistair, no. Antoine. Why do I keep calling him Alistair? Wanted to leave after Radigan was discovered. Poison killed Antoine with, what was it? Firaxis. It's probably Jasper. Yeah, it's gonna be Jasper. Come on. No, not Jasper? Well, okay, so it's the other guy. Ivan, who had the pink stuff. No? Maybe it was Jasper. Firaxis. Pink paste. Used in industrial processing. Where is that? Where is the Firaxis? Is it? Well, that's Alistair's room. He's got the sleeping pills. There's some yellow stuff in here. What is that? Blue. Yellow powder. There's a room. We've got some hallucinogenics in there. Okay, so the yellow powder is nothing. You've got some white powder. That's not what we're looking for, though. We're looking for pink stuff. Israel, Jacques, and Todd, Stefan. Did she have scarlet fever? I don't think she did. She contracted nothing. And it was Ivan. Yep. There we go. Okay. Why? Yeah, she wasn't sick at all. But everyone else, she killed everyone else. Why? With her supposed remedy. Yeah, because her eyes are normal. And I was like, well, maybe she's not actually sick, but I kind of forgot. Ada Baker painted red spots on her face to convince the crew she had scarlet fever. And as the ship's surgeon, she prescribed them all a prophylactic antidote, which was actually poison. Only Stefan survived, as Captain Trident had denied him the dose. When Antoine Spilsbury, a century later, saw Radigan Alida's bloated body strung up like a scarecrow, he panicked and wanted to end the expedition. As the financier and ship owner, his decision would have been final. To prevent this from happening, Ivan Kern laced Antoine's whiskey with a deadly pink paste, which he had kept in his tent disguised as mustache wax. Of course. Like you do. Dear Quick Eye Steward, it has come to our attention that a new obsession has gripped Port Armando, the hunt for the legendary Captain Triton's treasure. We require you to proceed there immediately and investigate the matter thoroughly. Our sources suggest that the treasure may contain the fabled Lemurian artifact known as the Wish Bloom. Is that the gem? The gem that was on the boat? I guess it could have been. According to legend, the Wish Bloom possesses the ability to grant wishes, though it does so in a perverse and twisted manner. Naturally. Securing the artifact is of utmost importance to our organization. However, you are to exercise the highest degree of caution in its presence. We have enclosed a Lemurian text detailing the known properties and behaviors of the Wish Bloom. Study it carefully. Finally, you will need to contact or initiate, whose details are provided over leaf. You will obey your orders and help you in this mission using the rest. So, these are probably going to be Jasper and Eliza, if I had to guess. And what is this? Are these the modern day pirates? Wish Bloom. Oh, this could be the actual pirates' attack. So again, we're going backwards each step of the way. Old bones and old sins. Why can't any of these ever be straightforward? Well, actually, okay, so it's like Memento. The past scenes are going backwards, but the future scenes are going forwards. Because they're like retracing the steps of the pirates. It's like the pirates stole the thing. They had the thing in the forest, and they had the mutiny, and then the bosun arrived in town. Then, in that same order, going backwards, you see town, the heist in town, then we have them on the boat, then in the jungle, and now here. Presumably, where they first find whatever it is that they're doing. Yeah, exactly. Well, 60 an absolute value 65 years. A broken jar, guy hanging. Captain, as this shall be our final meeting, I must say that you are sorely deficient in both intelligence and intellect, and bear more resemblance to a brute. You are probably a Lemuria. You have a bunch of stuff. Your shoes are very muddy. Oh, is the game crashing? Come on. Come on. A gem with sparkles. Sir Waltix. Or what is it? Captain. Can't bear to part with the treasure, huh? That you can stay with it forever. Have our having an allergic reaction. Have a map. Here's your cutlass. Have a thing. Have a circle. Have a journal. Our raid went off without a hitch. The Lemurians were no match for our steel. The treasure is ours. When I cracked open the chest, a potent, sweet scent poured out and filled the room. Pleasing as it was, it sent me off into a fit of sneezing. Word of our attack has circulated. I've learned that the Seven Seas Company has ordered its naval forces to search all ships entering the company's harbor and to seize any Lemurian artifacts found on board. No place where we can hide till the chest till this blows over. So, yes, this must be the wish bloom. The wish bloom. Please, Triton, if he must be sentenced to death, can't we at least allow him a quick and painless end? Don't leave him in a hellhole. So you're Ada. Don't fret, Ada. If you told true about those man-eating white alligators attacking them, but death will be quick. Otherwise, the Burke will get what he deserves. You think the alligators may have been alive, Tom? Then maybe Jimbo is alive. Should we check? What do you think, Sue? Very welcome to climb down into the grotto and find him, Stefan. I'm sure I'm not risking it for that guy. There's a lot to steal his faith. Yeah, I'm sure that would have maybe this guy. No, that's Stefan. And in the hole, we see poor Jimbo, who is dead. Key, which didn't fit the chest. Got some stuff. So, 1797, Jimbo Jenkins, Drew Watts, is he Walter Keaton? Probably. Hidden. There's something down here. Oh, there's the gators here. Well, I'm not gonna get much with only this many words, so. And how many people have died in here? That's a lot of greenery. Ada Baker, she lived a dangerous life, but always landed on her feet. That's interesting. We've got some spools of rope. We've got the strong spool, we've got the weak spool, we've got a radio beacon, set to right. We've got a book, Putridia. This inert vine is known for its foul and overbearing aroma, often likened to that of bears and used as necessary food to turn sorrel grass, which we do not know what it does, but there's something else behind it that continuously releases fine shaped spores that can lodge themselves deep within the lungs, causing tissue scarring and damage. Ooh. Don't breathe this. That's a long ladder. This guy has been shot. Airship? Oh my god, what? Island's Way. Treasure's Way. Air balloon, hydrogen. Why is the airship in the water? I don't think that's how it's supposed to do. Knockout Monthly. Oh boy. The Mirror? Oh, there's Jasmine. Gas masks, particles, thank God she protected luck. Treasure of Captain Triton. It's not there anymore. Someone took out the gas. Why have you been tied up? Why have you been shot? What has happened? What's going on in the cave? I can't imagine there's much room there. All these vines. Oh, it's Walter Keane. I've lived a long time, my lady, much longer than most, and I can honestly say my best years have been spent in living this way. With the Wishbloom by my side, I feel wonderful. Right, so you must have wished for eternal life or something. So that's really it, huh? No wonder she wanted me to do it. Tell me, do you enjoy your life? Yeah. So Radigan died. Myrtle promised her share to Eliza. And they split their share from Antoine. Who else has died? You are probably Myrtle. You are, yes, you are definitely. You have the thing on the wishbone. Particles, red particles. You've got the ring, you've got a jar, you've got a radio. Down here somewhere, where to begin? Oh, is this a journal? Oh, this could be just a recording device of some sort. Here's what it actually said. This void grows thick and tall in dark caverns and hates sunlight. It is entirely harmless, but it does get an inner slime all over everything it touches. So there's nothing poisonous down here. She ripped a page out of her own plant book to make people wear the gas masks. Why? I know it's down here somewhere, but where to begin looking? Surrounded by a thick wall of sorrel grass, any part of which covering it would take a lifetime to hack through all this. So they went in the correct direction somehow. Ah, there's the pistol. 5 of 6 bullets remain inside the pistol. So you shot her. To whomever may find my cherished Wishbloom. I have tried to keep you away, but clearly my efforts have been in vain. So concludes my explanation of the Wishbloom's effects and the medium to which it acts upon its subjects. If you doubt what I have written here, brace yourselves, then cast your gaze above the entrance. Do not be alarmed by my appearance, I mean you no harm. So, there must be something else in here, but I guess we'll never know. Let's look at the airship. You have drowned. You are Ivan. You have shot someone. Grasslin is key. Seems familiar. Tommy Gun magazine is full. Oh god. Ansel, stop. Wait on nearby island. Stop. When I have it, I will activate beacon. Stop. Fly to beacon signal. Stop. Others may emerge from grotto with me. Stop. Bring Tommy Gun. Stop. Ivan. Bring Tommy. Stop. Ivan. So I guess which one was Ansel? Ansel Marsh. Oh, that was the guy from who stayed in town. Wait, is this guy Ansel Marsh? Yeah, I think maybe this guy is. Right, because he has a ring. And he has the treasure. Well, he has the chest at least. There's a tunnel here. And there. Jasper and Eliza are still alive, predictably. Okay, let's look at the directions for this airship. Altitude, envelope, engine 1. Inflate balloon, engine 2. Okay, turn left, ensure right engine's power is greater than the left engine's. Because you have to turn left, you have to make the right go fast. Up is to inflate the balloon. Turn right, make sure the left engine is greater than the right engine. To ascend, deflate the balloon to ascend. To ascend, deflate the balloon to ascend, inflate the balloon. Probably. Where's the instructions here? No. Did you have them? Yes. RA26Q. RA26Q. Oh, this is Ansel. This is Myrtle Ansels. Left, right. Use the air balloon. Does that work? Like, if you... It's gonna be the same amount of hydrogen either way. But I guess if you have more air inside of the balloon, it'll be heavier? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Graculin, the fat-burning pills. Ooh. Not for men under 70 kilograms. Hair loss and purple spots. This man cannot add. So you are greater than 90 pounds. That's not great. So Ansel weighs at least to 90. Presumably. This guy, that's Ivan. He had the weight loss pills. You're probably over 70 pounds. The weight limit, it says, is 300 QPFs. Divide that by 1.5. Weight limit 300. Mass 200. 200 times, yeah, so 200 kilograms. so they used... So it's at least 30 pounds. Oh, right. So this was Ansel sending a message to Ivan. So this is what happened. Ansel... No. Wait. Maybe... No, that doesn't make any sense. Ivan was on the island in the grotto sending a message to Ivan to bring the airship to him. When he got here, he didn't bring the Tommy gun, but Ivan shot Ansem to keep the treasure for himself. 300 times 1.5 equals 450. So we did it backwards. He should have divided by 450. So he thought that how would I know 400 if they said 450 is enough, then their combined weight is 160 kilograms. Yeah, he's bad at math. He's got a red pencil. Yeah, so he was the one filling out this stuff, writing these notes. He's got a gun. Why can't you let me see how many bullets are in that? Maybe he shot himself. You never know. Yeah, so 150 is 100, so double both of these two. So the treasure has to be at most 100 kilograms, I think. Not for men under 70 kilograms. Yeah, he didn't have any purple spots, right? I don't think he does. How am I supposed to know the lower bound of the treasure? I'll worry about that later. Emerge. And Tommy to kill him. Oh yeah, the sorrel grass is completely harmless. It avoids the sunlight. What is this tunnel? Oh, this must be Walter's tunnel. You weren't down there very long. You just got here. Probably weigh at least 90. So 160. At least 0 kilograms. So this would be 180, 250. It's 250. Ta-da! Zeros. That makes sense. So, what's the lower bound of... The treasure weighs at least 0 kilograms, right? It weighs something, right? So he wanted to inflate the balloon fully, but that meant that he descended instantly because he didn't know how to work it. And so they crashed into the ocean. The upper bound is 100 kilograms. It's the lower. It could be... Oops. Ah, 10 kilograms? That's only 170, so it's gotta be at least 200. So it's gotta be at least 30, right? And that would put it exactly 200. Oh, wait, no, it has to be greater than 50 kilograms, because they couldn't use the weak cable. So that's 210. There we go. So that's how we know the treasure's lower bound. Okay, that was an interesting diversion. 1927. Jasper, Ivan, Liza, Myrtle entered the grotto and found the treasure. Stole, found. While winching it up, Ivan activated a beacon when Jasper. When Jasper climbed up, Ivan and Ansel restrained him. Ivan then shot Ansel because he miscalculated, exceeded the weight limit, but because Ivan inflated the balloon. Inflated the balloon. There we go. Airship plummeted and Ivan drowned. Cool. Okay, it looks like most of this stuff is independent of each other. So let's try and solve this one too. They lost lots. Jimbo lost the lots and entered the grotto along with Walter Keane. This could be other type of vine. Is this? It does look like Putridium, but that's just smelly. So what did kill him? Oh, did he mark the lots with an X on them? He did. So why did he pull them? Why do I have so much blood on these shoes? What is this jar? So, what is going on here? That is the wish balloon, right? Why is it so... smelly? What's the deal with these shoes? because he sneezed? Is that it? Inside the cave. Tritium. Spoil. Sorrel grass. Sorrel grass is harmless. Why? What were the locks for? For retrieving the chest? Why is it down? Or was it for setting the chest down? That. You have a little mark on your cheek. Why? Yeah, so you rigged the lots so that you would be the one to come down. What is this jar? What is this? Does that have anything to do with anything? What is this? Is this this is a copy of the key, right? Yes. Maybe this is the copy. That's the original. So Jimpo obviously is the dead guy. Maybe the alligators did attack him. It seems unlikely though. It does have a little rat with it. What is the deal with the jar and the goo? What is that? Oh, he stole, right, he took the flower out of the treasure, out of the chest. But the captain sneezed because he knew that the plant was there. Because Triton sneezed. He stole the wish balloon. Stole the wish. He put it in his hat? Masked the smell. Hid. Sealed, masked, wrapped. Did he put it in a jar? No. He sealed the wish bloom. What is this? Walter killed him, and then Walter stole the wish bloom. He put it in his. No, not in his hat. What did he put it in there? A jar? No. Maybe alligators did kill him. Walter and Jimbo lost the lots. They rigged the lots. Well, he did rig the lots. Oh, he wrapped it in Putridium. There we go. He wrapped it up in Putridium, which masked the smell, but he sneezed anyway. Did he also... There we go. He killed Jimbo. Okay, that makes sense. So, he intended to go down there and steal it for himself. But his plan didn't work because the captain still seized. Oh. Okay, next. And not last, certainly not least. What's going on in here? Meanwhile, in the grotto, someone to give blank. After reading Walter's letter, Eliza realized that Myrtle knew the wish balloons thing, so Eliza shot. I don't know what these symbols are meant to imply. Inert slime over everything it touches. Surrounded by thick walls of sorrel grass. You can be sure of our direction. So Myrtle wanted the wish bloom all along. Myrtle promised to give Eliza treasure. Found oh, she followed the scent. Eliza moved her gas mask and followed the wish bloom's smell. But after reading Walter King's letter, Eliza and Myrtle knew the wish bloom's poisonous something or other. Oh right, your eyes are gonna be blue now, huh? And he's got the green ink. Wish Bloom by my side, I feel wonderful. No wonder she wanted me to do it. The Wish Blooms smell pollen. Transformed people. Huh. Oh hey, we're meeting in the middle. Well, actually this is only 3 years, but it's close enough. Do you ever wish you could change the past, my love? No, darling, I already got my wish and so much more besides. Now, do everything. Who? Why are your teeth so pointy? Does it turn them into elves? Is that what this book is about? Why is the epilogue in the middle? It's not him, is it? No, it can't be. He's got nothing on it. Oh no! Maybe it is him. Is that just his back? In February 27, 1987, Jacques Triton and his crew pillaged a Murian ship after altered scene tipped him off. Treasure in their possession, the crew were punished by no nose. Oh. Infected by the Wish Bloom's smell? What? Searched for the Wish Bloom so they hit it. Someone not have a nose? I guess it's probably Ada. Because she lived a normal amount of time. But it says he. everyone here definitely does have a nose. While doing so, Walter stole the Wishbloom, but was caught and sentenced to death in the grotto. Oh, the bosun. Who was the bosun? Bosun was Elazar Garner. There we go. No. Yeah, the tip-off could be someone else. Treasure. Search for the treasure. Alistair. Oh, there was an Alistair. Ergen 2 tipped someone else off. Tipped off Walter. There we go. So Ergen 2 tipped off Walter. Because I don't know, to pay off, to settle a debt of some sort. I don't remember if that's something we've seen before. I do feel like I've seen this name before. I don't remember. But apparently the Wishbloom affects people? I did not know about that part. On the way back to the ship, Ada successfully poisoned everyone except who survived? It was Stefan, right? Stefan, and then buried. Returning back home, the remaining crew members killed one another except for Elazar and Stefan. Oh, he was infected too, wasn't he? Who shot? Yeah, he shot Ada. Oh, escaped with the map. Yes. After making it back to Port Armado, Stefan... Oh, he was transformed into the beast! That's what the beast was. Transformed and then fatally wounded Elazar. No. Who in turn killed Stefan. Meanwhile, back on the island, who was even left? Oh, Jimpo. Jimpo and Walter also transferred. What? Oh, Barry. No. Who escaped with the... Was this surreal? No, that was Stefan. Buried? Spared? Ooh. Why is it lagging so much all of a sudden? Too many questions. Okay, let's head back in here. Yeah, so your son transformed and then you shot him. The evil beast. Stefan. Wish bloom. Oh, that's what this is. This is Ada and Jenkins. No, Walter. There we go. Hooray, the last Reaper. Yeah, so Stefan spared Ada. So it just kind of transforms you into something weird and random. The wish bloom smell infected the pirates during the journey to the island, although they didn't know it yet. After the poisoning, Stefan spared Ada, so she returned to the grotto to rescue Walter. Oh, Walter buried Ada. The couple lived happily together until Ada's eventual death. In 1927, Myrtle convinced the expedition team to wear gas masks into the grotto, telling them that the sorrel grass there was dangerous. When Eliza learned that the wishbloom smell mutated humans into animal hybrids, she realized the real reason Myrtle had insisted on the masks, and that Myrtle had sacrificed Eliza's humanity to find the wishbloom. And I guess there was some stuff with the airship too, but like literally, who cares? What a tale. I guess this didn't have anything to do with the golden idol. 5 years later, I guess Eliza and Walter. A boat arrives. Ah, Jasper. Right, I forgot about him. He brought all of Eliza's stuff. Her airplane books and all her cigarettes. I forgot he survived. Ring. Thank you for playing. Wow. So we have Ada and Walter. This guy from the Age of Restraint. This old man. A dog. I don't remember any of the other cases. Well, I vaguely remember some of the Age of Restraint. Phoenix. I liked this guy. I wish we got to see more of the detective. This one was pretty interesting. I don't know why it didn't like hint at the whole thing about, you know, the Wishbloom transforming people. Like, that just kind of... Oh, also that happens. Like, they say it grants wishes, but there wasn't really anything other than, I guess, Walter's existence to sort of show that, which I guess is fine. Definitely an interesting game. I think, is that the final DLC? I can't remember. I feel like it might be. But, all four, yep. So that's it. That's the end of Rise of the Golden Idol. Not that there aren't other detective games out there to play. But, yeah, interesting game. Until the end. I don't know if I had, it like blew me away with anything. Like the Obra Dinn section was probably the most interesting, but it wasn't especially involved. It has suffers from a thing that a lot of the cases have done. Previous to this game and otherwise, and in other similar games, where you have to make really big leaps in logic from, you know, little tiny pieces of evidence. Like, oh, because of the notes in the book, and like the fact that the Ada was transformed in the ending, and Walter was like a turtle guy, I guess. He could swim underwater for a long time. I don't know. It felt like you could have done more with that, but instead it focused on other things, like the airship. Like, how do you control this airship, and how much weight can it carry? Use that to determine the weight of these other guys. And it's like, that doesn't really have anything to do with anything. But I guess it does wrap up a loose end with the characters. That's really it. But I guess you can't have everything be like concise and interesting at the same time. Maybe? I don't know. Feels like there's a lot of potential. I don't know if all of it was wasted or not. It just feels like every case chases a new thread, and there's nothing that really bridges those gaps except the deductions you're supposed to make. And I guess that's not necessarily a bad thing, but feels unsatisfying. And it's like, if I ever make one of these detective-style games, I'll have to make parts with leaps in logic first, but I want it to all like come together, you know? Like, at the end, it's sort of split into two pieces. Obviously, there was the past bit, but the part up on the surface with Jasper and Ivan, and that's sort of just kind of happened. And then down underground with Eliza, Walter, and the other lady. They just kind of both happened, and nothing really came of it. But it was still fun. Fun to figure out, put all the pieces together. I'm going to probably eat something and then go to bed. Yeah. お、もうその時間でしょ。おやすみ。